What is up, you guys? Cameron here. We are now on day 2. We're doing the rear bumper still. We got decently far on it. We're gonna do the last fitting on it today and then possibly get to the side skirts. So far the process is looking pretty good. We've come a lot pretty far, so we're doing really good. I'll give you a quick walk around of the rear bumper in a bit, but yeah, so we'll get on with day number 2. So this is kind of how far we've gotten with the rear bumper. The fitment isn't too bad. We have a couple bolts that aren't in, like the one down here. Once that's in, we'll be able to get this to line up better, but the fitment isn't too bad for not completely bolted up. A little bit of a gap there, but that's okay. I think there's still there's some trim that goes in there. But so far it's looking pretty good. Again, there's another bolt in here that we have to get done. And we have a couple bolts underneath as well that we do not have in. And that will also change the form and everything of how this is gonna sit. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna get on with our day number 2. A couple of things to finish up.
So I thought I needed. So I thought I needed. Thought I needed. So I thought I needed.
I could almost live with that. The only thing I would maybe do is add more to the end so that it matches. The body line's fairly close.
So once it's bolted in, I'm sure it'll line up.
But I'm gonna add an edge to that so that we have about the right spot, and the other side unfortunately is just gonna take a little bit more work. What we might have to do is actually cut and split the fiberglass and pull it out, line it up, and then do a couple layups in there so that we got it in the right spot. But once we'll get it bolted up to at the bottom, and that'll tighten it up. And we'll take another look at it. But I just want to check out this third boot.
Holes are all lined up. So far, the passenger side rear is looking really good. We're just having a little bit of fitment issues on the driver's side rear. It's a little out, as you saw and heard earlier. It's gonna be a little bit more work. We do have an issue with the third brake light, fog light, sorry. The rebar in the back's in the way. So for the rear fog light, the third one, we're gonna cut the rebar. We're just gonna cut a little notch out just for enough clearance for the light to fit inside the bumper. We still want it to be functional, so my dad's gonna cut this a little bit. And while he's cutting this, I'm gonna go over there and start taking off the OEM side skirts. Alright, so we got everything bolted up to the most part. Everything's looking pretty good. We're just getting everything bolted up so we can drive it home. We are going to do a little bit of more work to it throughout the month or week or whatever. We do have to put a little bit more fiberglass in here so we can get the bolts bolted up to the side right here, in here. It still hurts. But other than that, it's looking pretty good. We're gonna slowly start tackling the sides now, and we're gonna go from there. All right, so I'll give a quick review on the fitment of the rear bumper since we do have it on for the most part. For fitment out of 10, I'd give it a solid 6 or 7 out of 10 for sure. Most of it bolted on pretty good, but we did have issues with the body line matching up. So I will show you in the next clip of what I mean, but other than that, like the material and everything looks pretty good, but like I said, it's just mainly the body line fitment isn't like as good as it should be. We had to do a lot of modifications to it that could have been avoided if they molded the bumper a lot differently, but other than that, for a DURAFLEX kit so far, it's better than what I've seen for reviews. So yeah, I'll show you what I mean in the next clip right now. So body line on this one side is pretty good. It matches up pretty good, but we do have the little bit right here that's a little off. But this body line's actually not too bad. We do have a little bit of work to make this line up a bit more. But the other side is a little bit off. You can probably see it, how the body line doesn't match up. You can see it right here too. And then we still gotta get this all in. So we do have quite a bit of work to get this to line up. So that's gonna be another day. So we do have, with that not lining up, we do have a little bit of the light here not lining up properly either. But like I said, I'd probably give the rear bumper a 6 or 7 out of 10. We haven't had issues with cracking or anything too much on the rear bumper, so which is good. All right, so now that we have the rear bumper back on and ready to go if we need to go and drive home, we are gonna work on the side skirt now. I'm using my phone right now, so I can't flip the camera, but I already took off the bolts on the front and the rear side here. So now we just gotta figure out if it's just clips on the inside or if we gotta find more bolts to undo it. So we're gonna tackle that right now. So we have gotten the passenger side on just as a test fit. It's looking pretty good. Again, I'm still on my phone, so I'll insert a clip after this and we will get into it and I will show you a little bit how it's gonna look and how it's gonna sit. So 2 inches lower.
2 inches less.
So this is the side skirt. It actually fits pretty good. We just measured, it's 2 inches lower than the OEM side. So it's actually fitting pretty good. So that's the aftermarket DURAFLEX one. And then over here is the OEM. I do have my side splitter on, but you can already tell a difference just from this angle. But looks pretty good. It'll look even better when we get the Snowman's custom side splitters ready for these. Okay, so we have figured out that we have to trim the pieces a little bit, so we're gonna do that right now.
A few moments later.
So Matt showed up a little while ago now. We have bolted on the front and the rear of the side skirt, but it's looking really good. The fitment's pretty good. For this side skirt, I definitely give it a good rating. We've only had to trim little bits of pieces off to make it fit flush to the car, which is really nice. It's a lot easier. So like I said,
real slow. Okay, I think you should be good.
What's up, you guys? I am home and all cleaned up now. We are done for the weekend. We ended up putting the rear bumper and the passenger side skirt on. That's all we're gonna get for this weekend. I was expecting not to do the whole kit because it's a full kit, right? So it's gonna take a while to do. So tomorrow I'm gonna bring the car home. I'm gonna give it a detail and hopefully I can keep it here over the weekend, or over the week, sorry. We do have my grandfather's 59 Impala coming back. It's gonna be in the garage, so that's gonna take up space. But yeah, so far it's going really good and I'm pretty happy about that. So next weekend I'm hoping to do the other side skirt and front bumper. So we'll see how it all goes. We'll see how the week goes. And yeah, so we couldn't do the front bumper or other side skirt because we ran out of time. We do have to do a repair on the front bumper before we do anything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog and we'll see you guys next one.